Hi there, thanks for joining. This video is about the art and the magic of songwriting, at least songwriting as I perform it. Through this, I intend to present you songs that I've written earlier and have recorded, and other songs that maybe I'm just in the process of working on, and let you know a little bit about the process of songwriting. Hopefully that will help you. Either in your own songwriting journeys, or if you just want to know a little bit about the background and understand how somehow these songs come about. The song I'd like to talk about tonight is called All of God's Children. I've just recently written it. It hasn't been recorded yet. And this song, the initial, I guess, inspiration from it, if you can call it that, was a few years back. There was kidnapping in Africa by the Boko Haram, who took schoolgirls and kidnapped them. And in any case, it was pretty tragic, and I wrote about that in this song. I originally had probably a dozen or 15 verses. I'm not sure. I tend to sometimes write a lot of verses. I just let it all go out, and I worry about cutting it down later on. And sadly, there's enough tragedies all around the world, and have been over the last few years, that there's never any lack of inspiration for these individual verses. So the first verse talked about that particular situation. And then I went on to talk about how the world seems to be set up in such a way as the poor and the rich do live quite different lives. And the chorus was a chorus that talked about how can this possibly be when all of God's children were meant to be free. I set it to kind of a blues sort of tune with playing it in E, one of my favorite keys. I think it suits my voice, but it also harkens back to a lot of the blues songs and lends itself well to a narrative type of thing that I tend to do a lot. You'll probably be able to tell one of my major influences was Bob Dylan, but other people, John Hyatt, who brings a little more rock to that type of thing. In any case, the next verse goes on to talk a little more about the effect, the tragic effect that this has on one of the victims of one of these tragedies, and you never quite recover from that. It's your whole life, and then finally the song wraps up with at the end of the day, no matter where we go or what we do and how we become or what we become, we're going to have to think about these things and maybe have to answer for them. I don't know the answer to those questions, and I don't think anybody does, but it's just something to think about. So without any more, I'd like to bring this song on, and I hope you like it. I hope you listen to it. If you're writing songs, I just hope you just keep writing them, because for me, there's great satisfaction. I'm sure you'll find that too. If you're already writing them, just keep on doing it. If you just enjoy the songs, that's fabulous too. And please don't forget to like them and subscribe them, and so maybe more people might become aware of them on this channel. So thanks a lot, and have a great evening and a great life. So I'm going to play a song called All of God's Children. They were just young women looking down at their chains. They had no shelter from the harsh winds and rains. Their captors ignored their sad cries and pleas. They just did not care about our misery. So I want you to tell me, how can this be when all of God's children were born to be free. Well, the rich and the poor live lives not the same. The poor are the pawns in the rich people's games. How did this happen? When did it turn? The lessons of history remain unlearned. So please, please tell me how this can be when all of God's children are born to be free now. Can you take my sorrow? Can you take my tears? Can you give me back all of my lost years? My back is broken and my mind is too. Can't you tell me what a poor girl can do? So I want you to tell me, how can this be when all of God's children were born to be free? When this life is over and we're all history, what are we gonna know? What are we gonna see? There'll be no excuses, nobody to blame, nobody to help you, no, nobody to blame. So I want you to tell me, how can this be when all of God's children are born to be free now? Can't you please tell me how this can be when all of God's children were born to be free now? Well, I hope you enjoyed that little tune. I'm going to sign off for now. And, God willing, I'll be back tomorrow night at 5 o'clock Pacific to put on a live show. So anybody that did tune in, thank you. Good to see you. And maybe see you tomorrow.